high, look, cool, genius hour, whoa, the animation tips go burr, woo! The first tip I'll be covering is called blocking. It's basically just a pose-to-pose animation. This is to help animators and how they want their animations to go. As you see on screen, I'm just taking the model, moving it, and then doing it again in a different place. Then what people tend to do is go back and add more detail. Then the animator will change the keyframe to, let's say, spline. Then they'll make some adjustments again so it doesn't look so stiff and blocky as it did before. After that, the animation should be good to go. Let's say your animation is looking a bit rough and not quite as smooth as you want it to be. Well, there's these things in SFM called sliders. Now, I'm not too sure what most of them mean, but I do know some of them. Most of the important ones, at least. Back to the problem. Your animation's looking a bit rough, blah blah blah. What you need to do is go to the motion editor, this boy, click on the model, camera, or light, whatever you're trying to smooth out, go over to the smooth slider, and drag that right a couple times. I would recommend 3 at max. Now let's say you need something to shake. And I'm just not talking about normie shake, I'm like talking shaky shake. No, that's not even...
Help! No, bloody hell!
Uncontrollable shaking to the point where you could die.
Yeah, that kind of shaking. Let's say you want to make something look like it's malfunctioning. Do the same thing you did with the smooth slider, but instead go to one below called jitter. It's pretty self-explanatory. But what we also have to do is go to the model, click on the plus next to the body part, then click rotation. With this selected, you can only move the model by rotating it. You can't change the position. Vice versa when you click on the position. Okay, for this scene of your animation, you need a running animation, but you try it about 15 times and you're getting very demotivated because you're not getting it perfect, or at least how you want it to be. But not to fear, little one, I have given you Google. Just Google it. Google, if you will. Google, if we're daring. Now, all you have to do is just type in run cycle, and then... yeah, that's it. That was horrible. Now, let's say you aren't looking for an animation type, but instead looking for a scene, but you don't exactly know how to light it. Well, guess what? Google. It's back. It's been probably about 2 seconds. But it's back. Now let's say you don't want to use Google anymore. Or whatever browser you're using. I don't know. And just forget what you're gonna say. Let's say you have an exit sign, for say. We know that exit signs light up, so you should have a light emitting from there. What I personally like to do is, if an area is just too dark and I just don't want it to be just void, yeah, like that. There's just the endless abyss that just goes. So let's say you don't want that. You don't want to just be eaten by the demon that comes out of the comes looking at it. Back, you beast! Back! Shoot! Get out of here! You look like a deformed rat. What I personally like to do is just add a soft, very, very dark blue light. Just so it's not just completely empty. There's still just like, I don't know, I actually don't know, just so there's not void. I don't freaking know. But that's what I personally like to do. I'm not saying you should do that. You could if you want, but that's up to you. Now let's say you have this scene. Maybe for example, wall and someone walking by. But you think it's a bit too bland. You don't really like it, how it's just one ugly wall. And maybe some just, I don't know, like a rat person just walking by. So this is where I like to come in with the topic of scene building. Scene building is basically just putting props just everywhere. Just like, it could be a shelf, maybe funny drawings, or maybe, I don't know, posters. I don't know. Something just to fill in the empty space. Now you can take something that looks like this and make it look like this. See how much better it looks? It's not just a wall. I can't think of anything else, but I might remember some later on, and maybe I'll write them down so I can make another video like this. Also, if you're watching at my school, I might upload it to my YouTube channel.
Oh, shut up!
And also, keep in mind, I am in no way a good animator. Sure, you can classify me as one if you want, but honestly, I doubt you'd even do that. I am at least decent at best. Maybe not even. I don't know. So, that concludes this. If you're watching, like, just mainly from my YouTube channel, yeah, I'll just see you guys in, like, another 12 years. Bye. Back into my hole I go. To my hole, I'm going to my hole, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, shit.